graduated travelers for all your travel content. Hi there guys, good to have you all back at another episode of our one-day itineraries for Madeira, a beautiful Portuguese island just off the coast of Africa. If you haven't watched the first 6 episodes yet, make sure to check them out first. Otherwise, you will miss a beautiful hike up in the mountains that will lead straight to an Instagram photo spot, a beautiful hike where birds literally eat straight out of your hand, and a natural pool you definitely don't want to miss. So that being said, let's start with our 7th episode. In this episode, we are starting the day with a sunrise hike at one of the most unique landscapes on Madeira and continue the trail to the very end of this unforgettable hike. To wrap up the day, we visited the clocktower of Sao Vicente for breathtaking panoramas and ended with a delicious dinner at one of our favorite restaurants. Let's start with this unforgettable day. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss our next itinerary. Alright guys, let's kick off this beautiful day at one of the most surreal places on the island, Sao Lorenzo. This gem is located on the east coast of Madeira, about a 45 minutes drive from Funchal. You can park your car at the car park at the beginning of PR8, Ponta de Sao Lorenzo. But be sure to arrive on time, because it can be quite busy and you don't want to park your car all the way back and miss the sun. We started the hike 30 minutes before sunrise and came just on time, so keep this in mind when planning your trip. We first went to Miraduro do Abissimo for the most epic sunrise spot over the entire peninsula. It's not the easiest part of the hike, so be careful and bring a flashlight to see where you are going. And as I said before, this part of the hike took us around 30 minutes and gives you the most epic sunrise view on the peninsula. After making some insane photos during the sunrise, it was time to move on before it was getting too hot, because it can be really hot during this hike. The route is around 7 kilometers. It's not that hard, but the sun can make it feel like a really tough hike. At the end of the first part of the trail, you will find a small cafe, which is such a gift. But don't sit here for too long, because then your legs don't want to hike all the way back anymore. The Sao Lorenzo Peninsula was formed millions of years ago by volcanic eruptions, and you can still see that history in the dramatic cliffs and layered rock. What makes it so special is that it looks completely different from the rest of the island. Instead of lush green forests, you will find dry, rocky landscapes with crazy ocean views on both sides. It almost feels like you are walking on another planet, and that's exactly why it's one of the must-visit hikes here on Madeira. After about 2 hours, which can definitely be much quicker if you are not stopping every 5 minutes to film like we did, we finally made it to the cafe and grabbed a well-deserved cup of coffee before heading to the very end of this trail. And I want to say it once again, this hike was such a good one. I would definitely recommend adding it to your Madeira list. Now it's time to head back. Yep, you will have to hike all the way back again, unless you feel like paying a lot of money for the fast boat. On our way to the next stop, we couldn't resist pulling over at yet another amazing viewpoint.
and watch the beautiful mountains and ocean view. Honestly, the views along the road here never get old. Every corner feels like a new postcard. Finally, we made it to our last stop of the day, the clock tower of Sao Vicente, also known as the Capella de Nossa Senhora da Fátima. Don't blame me for not pronouncing it correctly. This little chapel sits high above the village and gives you an incredible panoramic view over the valley, the town below, and the massive mountains all around. It's a peaceful spot, and the dramatic backdrop of those towering cliffs makes it one of the most impressive viewpoints in this area. And just like in the previous episodes, we end this beautiful day at another recommended restaurant if you are into Indian food, which is called India Gate, a popular restaurant in the heart of Funchal, with, in my opinion, the best Indian food on the entire island.
Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to see our next itinerary. Ciao!